You have your next presentation upcoming and you're so excited. Then this video is really for you, so don't worry about your upcoming presentation, because in this video we talk about things to move yourself from the nervous presenter with shaky hands, sweaty hands, shaking body, and like fast revving to the ultimate powerhouse, so that you are unstoppable for your next presentation. Then let's start right away with the very first point. Why is this important? Here's the thing. I reached a moment where I learned that when you avoid speaking moments, it was costing me opportunities, credibility, and the version of myself I wanted to become. Because I wasn't afraid of speaking. No, instead I was afraid of saying something wrong or something that might impact others. But this fear was just holding me back from taking on any opportunities that are out there. Because guess what? You could also say something that lifts people up, that encourages people, or you might share the piece of information that somebody in your audience, in your listeners, really just needs to hear to really get their things going. So really think about it. When you take opportunities to talk in front of an audience, to talk in a meeting, to talk to others, it actually opens many more doors for you that really can give you opportunities. Also increase your credibility, because later on colleagues might see, hey, psst, have you seen this colleague always has very great insights. I know the person might be shy, but when this person is talking, whoo, shut the door. This person is so amazing. I always want to hear what they have to say, because this is always the kind of piece of information I need, right? So really remember that taking opportunities to talk can be really a great chance for you to increase your credibility, to increase your value added throughout your colleagues, your managers, or who are your customers. Then let's look at the second point, which is shifting your focus from I stopped trying to perform, like being the best presenter. Instead, I focused my communication more on really sharing valuable information, instead of just being the best presenter or having the best persona that people really want to listen to. Because my biggest mistake was that I was thinking I had to sound perfect, polished, and impressive every time I opened my mouth. But instead, people don't want to really hear a flawless speaker. No! They want to talk to people, and also not robots. So remember that when you present the next time, just think about people want to connect with people and not just with the perfect script or whatever you have in mind. Actually, here's a fun fact. When I had my very first job interview, yes, at that moment I was so nervous and so excited about it that I was afraid that I might make a mistake, I might say something wrong. So together with my friend, we were talking on the phone and we went through all of the possible questions they could ask. And I thought about all the perfect answers I could give. But guess what happened? In the interview, they asked me the questions and I just went back to my memory. I was like, yeah, I need to say this and that. But at the end, they said, no, we're not going to hire you because we cannot see who you are. And that really shows that if you are authentic when talking to people, it really makes a big impact, a big impression. And the good news here is that you don't have to play anybody. The only role that you have to take is be yourself, because this is the only role that is available for you that really nobody else can match, because you are you and you are unique in your own way. So remember that when you talk, it's not about presenting this perfect persona, somebody who knows everything. No, it is about sharing who you are, sharing the information that you have in mind, and really just communicate and connect with people. Because that's the most important point. People really want to connect with each other and get to know each other, or really see that this person always has something that is helpful for them. The next point is you need to rewire your mind and body. Which means I rewired my body before I rewinded my mind. Which means I learned that my voice wasn't shaky because I lacked confidence. No. It was shaky because my body was in survival mode. It means before talking, I just slowed down. I told myself, Louisa, just keep it easy. It's okay if you maybe don't know everything. It is completely fine. Just take a moment to control your breathing and really focus at the conversation happening right now. Because it doesn't really help you if you have shaky hands or if you really are speechless. It's just because your mind is not yet processing the moment you're in, which means, for example, when you have your next presentation and you're just super nervous, it's okay. But instead, from focusing at the nervousness, train your mind and tell your mind already, okay, you see one scenario where I'm nervous, but no, I don't want this to happen. Instead, please look at this scenario where I'm just standing confidently in front of the audience and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I need to say in order to inspire, to encourage, to motivate, to lead, to guide, or whatever your purpose is for the presentation, my audience, so that I can reach my goal. Which really means you shift your focus from just being nervous and really just, let your body guide you. No, instead you really align your body and your mind and you just tell yourself, it's okay. I take it slowly. If I'm not perfect, that's fine. But no matter what, I really want to have this successful moment. I'm here to really connect with the audience. The fourth point is to focus on who you want to be. I practiced speaking like I was already the person I wanted to become. And I stopped rehearsing to avoid mistakes. Instead, I started rehearsing to embody the energy I wanted people to feel. Because here's the funny thing. Some years ago, I started presenting in front of an audience. And at the beginning, I was a bit shy, really had difficulties to talk. Maybe you might see here in the video some inserts of how I looked at the beginning. And you see it's a big delta towards nowadays. It's because I just really, every time when I presented, I looked at myself. How did I talk? How did I make people feel? And reflected back to who do I want to be? What do I want to embody when talking? And here's the cool thing. Whenever I was presenting, I always got feedback from others, which was sometimes very helpful. It can be like some points that I need to improve on, some metaphors, some energy, or whatsoever I need to bring in. But the biggest lesson I've had from getting feedback is just to always reflect the feedback you're getting towards your own identity. Does it match to who I want to be? Does it match my identity? For example, once somebody was telling me, Louisa, I think you should talk a bit less energetic because that's a bit too much. And here's the thing, I tried it out. I was rehearsing, I was practicing my speech, and I tried to tone down a bit the energy. But later on, I looked at the video, at the recording, and I was wondering, who is this person? Is this the me? And that's the moment I realized getting feedback is helpful. But every time you get feedback, you need to reflect it to who you want to be. Which means for now, I want to be an energetic person. I want to inspire each of you to really do the best possible and to be unstoppable no matter what. And for me, one of the means I can do this is by showing you the energy I have and to share it with you so that you are ready to rumble no matter what for your next presentation. Right? Then let's have a look at the next point, which is always add value. I realized that confidence comes from service, not self-focus. And the moment I shifted from how do I sound to how can I help my audience, boom, it made a massive difference. Because here's the thing, instead of thinking, what if I say something wrong? Is this really needed for the audience? Does it match them? Will it make them laugh? Instead, I focus on how can I help others? And here's the cool thing. Already before presenting, when writing my script, I thought about people coming to me and tell me, wow, Louisa, thank you so much. This was really helpful. This is exactly what I needed. And here's the cool thing. The moment you start thinking that way, all of this pressure, this anxiety, this nervousness, that really you carry on your shoulder like this, maybe differently, but I'm exaggerating, you know me. It just fell off because I realized I'm just Louisa. I'm really just humbly here trying to help you be the best version of yourself. So if not everything is perfect, It's okay, because my main mission is not to be perfect or whatsoever. The main mission here is really to help the audience. And that's something you can really take away for your next presentation. Think about, it's not about you being the perfect presenter or having the best clothes or whatsoever. No, it is about the message you are sharing with the audience, which means next time you are ready to talk, you are ready to go on stage or ready to talk in a meeting, just for a moment you realize, okay, maybe I'm a bit nervous. Take a short moment just to tell yourself, it's okay. And you already put pictures in your mind where people tell you, they tap you on the shoulder, say, wow, thank you so much. This was really helpful. Exactly what I needed. Think about that. The moment you do so, you will see you feel much lighter, more energetic, and the words, they come out easier. Here's even one fun thing I do sometimes when I have a super difficult conversation. I realize there's something in the moment that I might not be able to solve right away. But I'm just thinking in my mind, what does this person need right now? How can I help that person? And the moment you do ask yourself this question, you come up with ideas you have never thought about beforehand, and you ask the person a question, they're like, oh, never seen it that way. Thank you so much. So really, once you focus your mind on adding value and helping others, it just really takes off all the weight from your shoulders. The sweatness from your hands disappears and you are unstoppable. Okay, so here we have it. What are the 5 key points to really make sure that you present with confidence and that you're the ultimate powerhouse in your next presentation? Of course, know why it is important to you. It helps you open doors, gain your credibility, and of course, get more opportunities. The next thing is really to focus on connecting with the person, not just be about the best presenter or whatsoever. And also rewire your mind and your body before you talk. So instead of focusing on being nervous, you focus on being confident and really connecting with your listener. The next thing is also to really focus on the person who you want to be. What do you want to display to your audience when you talk? What kind of energy, what kind of impact do you want to make? And last but not least, also always focus on adding value. Because guess what? Nobody wants to hang out with somebody who just talks about themselves and is really self-centered. No, they really want to connect with people who are likely to help them. Right? All right. Oh, and here's one last thing that is very helpful. Always think about that it is not a one-time fix. If you consistently work on your presentation skills, you will see step by step that you are going to improve your skills. Check out here again the video. This is how I looked like when I presented the first time. This is when I started presenting. Then maybe a few years later, you see now the difference. Also have a look at your own progress, things that you're working on. Look at how you were some years ago when you started your job versus where you're now. Really, the little steps every single day, they help you build momentum so that you are as well unstoppable. All right, let me know in the comments which points you liked and which ones you would like to hear more of. I'm already really curious to hear from you, and stay tuned for more videos, and of course make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can hear more of those contents, and speak to you very soon. Have a wonderful day and remember to try out one of those things. Bye, good luck.